Hi, I'm Tanya Blockerson with Smart Virtual Solution, and I am a marketing and automation strategist. I run a company called Smart Virtual Solution, and I offer automations and strategy for using the GoHighLevel system. I am a GoHighLevel certified admin and here to help you. I have already created a video once for the new ad manager within the GoHighLevel system, but I am actually working on creating a new ad for myself in my local area or, near me, and thought that I would go ahead and test out the ad management system again and create the content while I am building it for you so that you can see how this works. So let me show you around. This is my account. I am paying for the access to Ad Manager. So for my users, there is a monthly cost to that. When you go to the marketing tab and click on Ad Manager, you'll be able to see what that cost is. If you're a GoHighLevel agency, you can see what that cost is. I'm not going to talk about the specific costs here. Now, using the system and the Ad Manager, there is just that subscription fee to have access to Ad Manager within the system. And then anything that you want to do as far as paying Google or Meta, Facebook, Instagram, is over and above that. So it's a slight minimal cost in addition to your ad budget. So let me show you where we're at in the system and we will walk through this together. I don't run ads very often, so this is going to be literally a build over my shoulder kind of thing. I will pause the video as I'm typing and figure things out, and we'll just kind of build it together in the process so that you can learn as I do. Okay, so I have actually already started. I am in the ad manager, but you can find the ad manager by going over onto the the left-hand side of your screen, and you're going to be in marketing. And up at the top, this is where you would normally find your social planner and your emails. You're going to go over to ad manager. If you already have access to this, if you're already paying for this service, then this service, your screen would look like this. If you have not subscribed, do not have this yet, then your screen is going to look a little different. It's going to provide you with that pricing and that information about getting set up. If you have questions, if you need setup assistance, please let me know. I'm happy to help with that piece of it. We can take a look at that. So I have my Facebook Meta account ad manager already set up. Because I have a video already on this, I'm not going to show that again. We can get access to that video from before. This is just setting up a new campaign. So my dashboard shows that I've not run an ad in a month, which is about right. I am kind of iffy on running ads. But I have this new great free lead magnet or freebie, and I am excited to try it out. So we're going to run some ads to it. So I'm going to create my campaign. Now in the ad manager, I can connect my Google Ad Manager, or I can have my Facebook campaign and have that ad manager. For this one, for now, I'm going to do Meta, and then we'll see how it goes from there. So we'll hit connect. Now we can do from scratch. We also have templates that we can look at, and those have just started. So they're probably a small amount at this moment, and this is the beginning of May. That will be growing each week so that you get more templates to choose from so you can see other options. But because I've been working with ChatGPT, I've already got social media created, so the ad is pretty easy. I'm going to do it from scratch. May not be my smartest choice, but it's the choice I'm making. So we're going to click next. Okay, so for the first thing it's saying, please accept the terms of service to start publishing lead ads. I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm going to close that for right now. And this is the next screen that happens. So we are going to post this from a specific Facebook page. It is the only Facebook page I have connected to this. And then what is the Instagram account that I want to have? I'm going to leave that as it is for right now. We're going to set this up as a lead generation or a traffic site. So I actually want this to be website traffic because I have a simple sales page already created. It is really, really simple. I just want people to go to that page. So we are going to do smartvirtualmarketing.com/report. And instead of learn more, I am going to do get offer. Okay. Then the special ad category is for compliance if applicable. I am not doing any of these things, but if you were looking for, if your ad was about employment, housing, financial products and services, politics, or online gaming and gambling, you would need to put one of those there. Mine is not. So we're going to go over here. And I am going to do select placements. I'm going to let it choose where to put it. It's going to be up to Meta AI and their algorithm. I'm going to let them do their thing. So the add text and media, we're going to customize the text and media content that appears in the ad. So I'm going to pause this for a second while I get this set up and then bring it back in a moment. Okay, so my AI provided me with everything that I needed for this, but what it didn't tell me is that these pieces under here were not going to show up until I started putting information up here. So there is the primary text that is going to show up here on the side. Then I have that it's a single piece of content. So I uploaded my media. Then I have the headline, which is what social media or AI provided to me, and then also the optional description. So we're going to go with that. And again, I mentioned that I'm doing this auto. And so this is what it's going to look like on the side. So in the feed, it's going to look like that. In the story, it's going to look like that. And in the reels, it's going to look like that. So probably should do it in a different size, should probably do it in the bigger size, but I'm going to leave it like this for now just to have something run. So now we're going to go ahead and hit next and see what happens after that. So now it's asking how much do I want to spend. Now I can do a daily amount or a lifetime amount. If we did a lifetime, this would actually say I want to run this for a certain amount of time each day, each week, for whatever amount of time that I want to run it. So I accidentally just exited, and just as a reminder, you want to make sure to change this title up here. So this is going to be Marketing Audit Report taping together, because that's what the lead magnet is going to. This is what the picture looks like. So I can tell the difference going forward. So now if we look at this daily and this lifetime, I think that I'm going to do a $75 lifetime, and we are going to run this from today to, so we're going to start this at 13:15 this afternoon. And then we are going to run this. Do I want to run it for a month? Let's run it for 2 weeks to see what happens. So instead of going to June, we're going to go to May. And actually, usually I do $5 for 10 days. So let's run this for 3 weeks. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do this until the 26th. And we're going to do this until midnight. And we're going to click OK on that. And so this is the time frame that I'm going to run this particular ad. Now, can you just do $1 a day? Yes, you absolutely can do that, especially if your location is local. Say you're in, I'm in Western Colorado, so we have a lot of rural areas. So you can run this for $1 a day in Glenwood Springs and probably get some pretty decent eyes on that. So you can do a lifetime value and then, do it that way. So you're running ads for about $30 a month. So we are going to search locations. Where do I want to run this for? So I am going to look at Colorado, and I can choose cities, or I can do the whole state. So if I do Colorado, it's kind of picking up the whole thing. And then we're going to look at some other interests in here, and I'm going to kind of play with those on my own, and then I will come back and show you what I did. Okay, so what I did is it started with the United States, but I decided I didn't want this to run throughout the entire United States. So I am running this in 4 specific states. I am running this in Colorado, Utah, Wyoming, and New Mexico. So it's going to be all of those states. And then it's going to be these target interests. So they need to be English speaking. Then Facebook page admins, new page admins. I deal with a lot of massage therapists or bookkeepers, life coaches, small business owners and CEOs. So work with AI to come up with a list based on your target market, or if you know your target market, you can absolutely do that. There's also some cool things in here. I actually saw when you just click on this and you take this off, take off the interest, you can actually see, if I saw one and it was men that have birthdays in the next 30 days, or friends of people with birthdays in a month. So you can actually run ads to people that are looking for gifts for someone that's going to have a birthday. I think that's kind of cool. So there's all kinds of really cool tracking that you can do in this system. So we're going to go ahead and hit next. I'm going to go with this and we'll just see what happens. I'm going to hit next. And now we have time to launch your campaign. We have the text. We have an audience. We have a location, not doing anything with retargeting or locations. We have my budget in place and we're doing all of those pieces. Now, if I do go back, and if I was putting one of my pieces on here, so I do have these buttons for a lookalike audience. So I can pick on here and it can say, what are some lookalike audiences? So if I create a lookalike audience, I can kind of go with that. And it's not finding any of my information, which is kind of weird. It should have all of that. So I'm just going to stick with target interests for right now, and then we'll keep going with the rest of it. So we'll hit next as we just did, go through this piece. So $75 over 3 weeks to run this ad. And then I can publish the ad now or I can delete. Now I do have this set to start in about an hour. However, it's going to have to go through Facebook audit to make sure it's okay for this to go through. So we need to make sure that it may not start in the next day or so. It does have to go through that process. So I am going to make that edit really quickly. I'm going to have this start tomorrow so it goes through its process. So if we go back, let's go back to next. And so instead of it starting today, in about an hour, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to have it start on the 6th. If it's going to start on the 6th, I want it to start at like 1:15 in the morning. So we'll start running that. And then we're going to have it run until the 27th. So it is 3 full weeks. And we're going to confirm that. So that way it gives Facebook Meta some time to go through its process, and I'm not going to try to start it today. So we're going to hit next again, and we are going to publish the ad now. By clicking confirm, your campaign will be reviewed. Once approved, it will be published. So we changed the name, ad published successfully. It's now sitting in my dashboard. So the reason I said you want to make sure to change your name is if you don't change it before you publish, you can't change this name. So it's not going to be there. But you can see information on here. You can see which page it's being attached to, what that graphic looks like, what the objective type is, and what the post status is. In progress means that they're checking it out. It will say live or published and have a green button here soon. And then, of course, the $75 lifetime of this. We can see ones that have been published. And so if I open this up, I had some before. So if I look at from December to today and confirm. So this is one that I was running in February. So we can see information on those. And then we can see statistics on things as well. So again, we're looking from December of this. So we can see impressions. We can see how many people clicked. We can see the average cost per click, how much how much I spent on it, and see those pieces. So you can actually run your Facebook Meta ads through this system set really simply. That was really, really easy to do. I did it in less than 20 minutes, even with the time that I paused because I had help with AI, did it in the system, and now it's ready to go. So if we look at my all, of course, it's going to take some time. Now, one caveat to running these ads is you are going to start receiving spam from people. It's going to get crazy. You're going to get DM messages from people saying that there's something wrong with your Facebook page. You're going to be turned off. You're going to get all kinds of crap that looks scary and isn't. Do not click on any of those. 99.9% of the time it is spam. They're trying to get your money. They're trying to get into your system and they're going to hack your system. So don't do it. But when you are running ads through Facebook, through these systems, it means that other people are going to see it and they're then going to start trying to hack into your account. So just be aware. Do not give anyone access to, do not click on these weird links. You're going to have those issues. So that is me running my ad. In about a week, I will share, or actually in about 3 weeks, we'll share the progress of it, see how many people I brought in. This is a lead magnet that I have people going to get a free marketing report. So we will see how many people I generate from this and see how the process goes. So thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or you want something like this set up for yourself, let me know. I'd be happy to help.